Hey guys, WhiteTiger here again with another Wi-Fi battle. Today's battle is against a guy called Mystic Claydol. I met them on a chat called Pokeplace, I think it was. It's a Zat chat. I was bored and I was just going around some Zat chats. I've been on this one a few times, some pretty cool people there. And he was asking for a NU battle. I haven't done many before, but I felt like having a go. So I threw a few of my Pokemon together and called it a team really. It was a really fun battle, really enjoyed it, so I hope you enjoy. Now I just start the battle here. I'm challenged by Adam. He leads off with his nose hair, which is his epic Pokeplace, and I lead off with my Roshi, which is my Torkoal. Now we're both going to go for Stealth Rock. I was fearing the taunt, but I thought he would more likely go for the Stealth Rock, so I go for mine as well. Now I know he's going to try kill me off with an Earth Power, or at least try and do some damage to me. So I go into my special wall, which is my Slurp, and it takes it ridiculously well, which is always good. Now I'm going to go for the Toxic, expecting him to switch out, knowing it can't do much to me. But he decided to go for the Thunder Wave there, and that's actually not a bad thing for me, probably more beneficial than negative, but you know, now I'm going to go for the Toxic, expecting him to switch this time, because now I'm pretty sure he has nothing left to hurt me, unless he has the Explosion, but I didn't expect him to waste that on me. Now, this thing is going to set up a Rock Polish as I switch into my Roshi. I know I can pretty much take any hit from this thing, even if it's super effective in stab, because this thing does have max defense if I remember rightly. And he's going to go for the Stone Edge, and I know I can probably take one, but I get a crit, or he gets a crit even, and that's not great. I think I was going to go for the Rapid Spin or something, so it's not too big of a deal, but really a bit of a shame. But anyway, I'm going to go into my Jet now, and this thing is Scarf, so I know I'm going to outspeed even after his Rock Polish, because it is dead slow normally. So that's going to kill it off. I went for the Ice Punch in case he had a resist for the obvious Waterfall. Now I'm going to switch out my Jet as he goes into his Rule Rain, and I go into my own, which is called Blubber. And my Blubber is a bit different than your standard Rule Rain, or it's pretty random, but I'll tell you about that later. Now he's going to rule me out into my Slurp. Not too bad for me, because this thing's going to be able to wall this thing pretty easily. And I'm expecting him to switch out, and I go for the Toxic, but it's even better for me because he decided to stay in and go for the Toxic, and I'm not quite sure why. Perhaps he predicted my switch or didn't realise he paralysed me earlier, but not going to complain about that. Now he's going to switch out now, and I'm going to go for my Gyro Ball, and that is why the paralyse sort of helped me. I'm not actually sure if it did, because you can tell me in the comments below if you want. Does Gyro Ball get extra power from the cut in speed by paralysis? Because I'm not sure if it's your normal speed or whether it counts increases in cuts and stuff. I'm not really sure. I should really learn a bit more about it, but I'm not entirely sure. So if you know, comment below. Anyway, he set up a Sword Dance there as you saw, and I'm just going for Gyro Balls, and he's going to roost off all that damage. So that's not very good for me, because he's going to be able to roost off all this damage. And I'm just going for the Gyro Balls. And now he's going to go for the Outrage, and I actually did not expect that at all. I wasn't even aware this thing could have Outrage. I actually had to look it up to double check later on after the battle, but I can learn it. Pretty cool move, but without the stab it's not going to be doing much, as you saw there. So I'm not too worried about this thing. It's now locked into the Outrage, as you see, and I am going to be able to safely kill it off with another Gyro Ball because of the Toxic, and he won't be able to boost because obviously, as I said, he's locked into the Outrage. But I did get the Power Hacks there, which was pretty lame, but not too big of a deal, I guess. So he's now confused, so I'm glad about that because he didn't get the free turn and kill me off. So I am going to go for the, I think the Gyro Ball again, perhaps expect him to switch out, but I do get another Power Hacks. So my Slurp is pretty much dead here, but he doesn't have much to hurt me on this thing, as I said before, so I'm confident I can probably take a hit and go for the Explosion. Now I know it was resisted, and this thing has a lot of defense, but I was hoping to do more than that. That was really, really pathetic, but oh well, it wouldn't have helped me much anymore anyway, so oh well. And I go into my Jet. Now I go for the Waterfall. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to kill it, but I'm hoping to do a fair amount, and he decides to go for the Thunder Wave. So I realised that was a really bad play on my part, because a Scarf Pokemon with a Paralyze is really bad, because obviously it loses all its speed that the Scarf was meant to give it, but oh well, I still get to kill it off now with another Waterfall, because I did outspeed even after the paralysis, which is quite funny, but Pokepass is slow as heck. Now, he's going to go back into his Pokepass, not his Pokepass, his Tropius. His Pokepass died. I think. No, he switched out. I'm not keeping up with the battle very well, am I? Anyway, I'm going to just go for the waterfall, see what he's going to do. And he's just going to roost up, as I said. And after the toxic, he is starting to slowly die, so the roost isn't too much of a problem. So I'm just going to go into my blubber here, expecting him to go for another roost, which he does there. And this is when I reveal that my blubber is a completely random set, and it's actually a Specs Wolverine. And the reason I do that is because I like to have fun little Pokemon that people tend to use the same standard set all the time, in this case being the Storain that has the Ice Heal. This is actually max special attack, max HP, with thick fat over the Ice Healing ability. A bit of fun. Didn't work out too much in this battle, as I do die to a Thunderbolt there. But I do like to use them because it often catches people off guard and can hurt because of that. But anyway, I go into my Wish Cache now, expecting him to be locked in as a Specs or a Scarf. Probably a Scarf. So I know I get the safety dance here. And he goes into his Tropius. And I know that I can probably take it out with one Rock Slide after the +1, it being super effective. And if not, the poison will kill him. But he does die, so that's good. And so I'm looking quite strong here. But he now goes into his How Do I Work, and he does reveal here that he is Scarfed. And I was really hoping this thing wouldn't have a Hidden Power Grass, but he did switch into it, so that sort of hinted that he did have something to take me out. So I should have guessed that, but I decided to stay in, hope he's trying to bluff, but he wasn't, and he kills me off. So now I go into my SBO, knowing I can probably take the Hidden Power Grass quite easily and be able to kill it off. But my health goes down and he crits me, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I was hoping to be able to get a few more hits off after Life Orb, but I'm not going to be able to. But then he sends in his Entei, and it doesn't really matter now because he is going to have the extreme speed, which probably would have killed me anyway, even if it wasn't a crit previously. So my SBO dies, and now I'm just down to my Jet. And I'm hoping I can take one extreme speed and hit it, but the thing is, he still has his Raw Rain. So if I go for the Waterfall, I have no chance. So I go for the Brick Break, hoping it's going to do some damage, but I die anyway, so it doesn't matter either way. And that's a game. So that was a good game, really fun. Again, I haven't done too many NU battles, but that was a really fun battle. I do hope to do some more NU battles in the future. And I hope to have some more games with Mystic Claydol, because he's a really awesome battler. Check out his channel, I'll link it in the description below. He does have a YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I'll talk to you later. See ya, bye.